Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the Seldom Seen series, discussing Single White Female 2, The Psycho. Did you know there was a sequel to Single White Female? I bet many of you didn't, and those of you who did know, I bet most of you haven't seen it. That's not an insult, just an observation, or a belief that Jason and I both share. We felt Single White Female 2, The Psycho, was a seldom seen sequel. Admittedly, we really didn't know about it for years. This straight-to-video sequel was released in 2005. It was only over the last few years that Jason and I learned it even existed. Now, obviously, we decided to discuss Single White Female 2, The Psycho, this week because only days ago we discussed the original film during Bravo's Scariest Movie Moments Challenge. The first one was fairly popular when it was released, and it still is. Even if you haven't seen Single White Female, chances are you at least know about it. The same, I don't think, can be said about this one. Now again, the videos in this Seldom Seen series won't be traditional reviews. They are merely just opportunities to introduce movies you may not know exist. I will say this though, Single White Female 2, The Psycho, is worth seeking out, especially if you're a fan of the original. This sequel takes the storyline from that one and sort of flips it a bit. Holly, played by Kristen Miller, and Jan, played by Brooke Burns, are friends and roommates, and they also work for the same company. The two are vying for the same promotion, and apparently the same guy, who happens to be Holly's boyfriend. But when she catches him sleeping with Jan, she moves out and has to find a new place to live. And so she answers an ad, searching for a single white female. No, not that kind of ad. An ad for an apartment. That's when Holly meets her new roommate, Tess, played by Allison Lang. Tess has an apartment, and she's looking for someone with whom to share it. Holly moves in, and the two seem to hit it off. At first. You know where this is going, though. Tess soon becomes obsessed. It seems as if she doesn't want to just be Holly's forever friend. She wants to be Holly. She's also committed to seeking vengeance on anyone who harms Holly in any way. I'll leave it at that because, as I said, this is not a traditional review. Jason and I are sort of at the point now where we just expect to like things that other people hate, and Single White Female 2, The Psycho, is an example of that. This movie has a 4.1 out of 10 rating on IMDb. Of course, it doesn't have a huge number of star ratings, since this is a seldom seen sequel. Even still, I think it's better than a 4.1, and I think Jason agrees. There is nudity, for those of you wondering, and I guess there would have to be, right, with the original movie set. Now, it's not Jennifer Jason Leigh level nudity in this sequel, but there's enough to get your ghost, Bob. If you like the first one, I can't really imagine why you wouldn't like this one. And honestly, you don't even have to have seen Single White Female to enjoy the sequel. There are some nice homages in this one though, so while it's not necessary, watching the first one might add to the enjoyment. Or if you simply like obsessed stalker killer thriller horror flicks, Single White Female 2, The Psycho, is worth a watch. You may not have known about it, but now you do. So hopefully, you watch it too. But first, please be sure to watch Jason's video to hear his thoughts on Single White Female 2, The Psycho. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Which seldom seen movie will we cover next in this series? Check back next month to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.